Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a general reading for the sign of Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Virgo, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, you can find that information in my Buy Me a Coffee link, my official Instagram and TikTok, all listed in the About section of my YouTube page. And I thank you so much in advance. Virgo, I hope that you're doing well. I'm going to be using 2 decks for your reading today. The first one for the overall energy is going to be from the Botanical Dreams Oracle deck, and the tarot reading from the Tarot of the Abyss. The cards have been pre-shuffled. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. This card has come out a couple times now. Really wants to solidify a message that might be running through the consciousness of the collective. Number 40, which reduces to a 4, the Emperor card of the Major Arcana. This is Aries energy, and it talks about leadership, boss energy, being in control, having responsibilities and taking care of those responsibilities, running an empire. The word is determination. There's so much energy that is yearning to be freed. And I wanted to say it like that for you, Virgo. I feel as though there's this longingness within you to express yourself in a way maybe that you've never done before. Butterflies and flowers are not really the symbols that I would use to describe Virgo. And yet here they are for you in all different colors, very high vibrational energy. There's a lot of dynamic movement, but it is that bursting forth, that desire to express, perhaps, that we're not going to give up. It's determination. We're not going to give up without a fight. Like I said in an earlier reading when this card came up, however, is that the fact that the word determination is here and exists here suggests that there is something that would require you to possess it. That there is some swimming upstream, swimming against the current, rather. Battling odds, contending with something that is seemingly adversarial to you. And then there's this determination to rise above it, to put your hat in the ring, to put up a good fight. I don't see it always as a fight, though. I do see it as perseverance. But the perseverance has to be there because something is countering it. So you could be going through a lot of strange kind of hardship. This is not hardship to come. This is hardship that you are currently experiencing. It's not something that is going to come up. You came to this reading with this kind of energy. I have to tell you, I'm feeling a really intense shoulder pain that developed earlier this morning, and it showed up in one of the readings I did yesterday, but that was because of spirit. This is something else. This is like it's an actual physical pain that I'm feeling, but it is a little bit distracting to me, and Spirit wants me to mention it. I don't know why. Maybe because you're having shoulder pain or something with the chest, right? Something kind of, your shoulder is obviously connected to everything. And I feel as though the heat of that energy is right here. And so that could have something to do with this dynamic movement you're feeling. Right? Connected to the heart chakra, Perhaps the throat chakra is something that needs to be expressed. We shall see. 3 cards for the base spread, 3 cards for clarifier, past, present, future. And at the end, I'll pull a card of advice from Spirit. Wow. In short order, very quickly. Lots of very strong, divinely guided energies. Very, very strong energies with you right now, Virgo. There's 6 cards on the table. 4 of them are major arcana. 1 is a court card and 1 is a 9. Nearing cycles of completion, really up-leveling ourselves. Whatever it is that you're going through, it's teaching you a lot of valuable lessons about self, about the world. It's no joke energy. Whenever I say major arcana, I'm talking about the first 22 cards of the tarot that represent the archetypes of humanity, of experience. It's Spirit's hand that is by your side, involved in your life, right? We have free will, but sometimes Spirit has to intervene when we have perhaps strayed a little too far off our path, strayed a little too far away from ourselves. Our spirit guides gather around and they kind of gently nudge us back onto the path that we belong. In the past energy, 9 of Cups in reverse. Really struggling to find your way, to find what it is that is meaningful to you. Maybe you know you're meant for more, but you're not sure what that is. I can't tell you. I don't know, because like people, they just come to me for advice and stuff. I mean, I guess I'm just accepting it at this point. It's just a part of my path. And I can't tell you how many times people come to me and they say they know they want to change, but they don't know what that is. And so I always try to like help them flesh it out a little bit. Just get these, little tidbits and just kind of mirror back to them what they're saying. And you could be dealing with that right now. The 9 of Cups is all about wish fulfillment. And when the card is in reverse, it's kind of like we're not quite approaching or touching. We're not hitting it on the head, like the nail on the head. We're not, it's not precise. We know we want change. We know we want something better for ourselves, but can't quite access. We don't quite know what it is. So then you could go through this, I guess, process of elimination. Maybe you know what you don't want, but we don't want to like sit in that energy for too long, because the universe kind of doesn't really pick up on the subtleties of that. They just pick up on your energy. So it's kind of like you constantly thinking about what you don't want puts energy towards what you don't want. And then Spirit just says, okay, they are preoccupied with this. It must matter to them. We're going to give them more of that. It's kind of backwards, I know, but I found it to be true. Like, I literally have found it to be true. I'll give you a very simple example. I hate the number 5. I hate it. It's a number of transition. It's just an ugly number to me. No offense to anybody that's born on the 5th or has some kind of affinity to 5s. I don't like them. And because I keep saying it, Spirit shows me everywhere I see 5s. One time I feel like I saw like 6 5s on a license plate once, and I was like, really? And that's just spirit guides having a laugh. But it's a lesson that they taught me. Stop saying you hate something. Just stop. Because you're putting energy towards it. You keep putting energy towards it, it's going to show up. You manifest what you think about. What you think about, you bring about. So, Spirit's kind of showing me that there's these kind of lingering questions about what do you wish for? What do you want? What do you desire? Right? Queen of Swords to clarify that. Are you really clear? Is it really the truth of what you want? If you're honest with yourself, this is Libra energy. It feels like a mastery over the karmic lessons. Sometimes, sometimes people can't realize when they're in the middle of a karmic lesson. They don't see it. You can see it. They don't see it. Sometimes people just have to go the long way around, and you have to let them. If you're a family member or a friend and you just see somebody, if somebody's in downward spiral, let's intervene and try to help our fellow human, right? But if they're just making stupid decisions and you've made your commentary about it, well, okay, you didn't believe me. You have to learn this lesson. I don't know why. I'm trying to save you the trouble. Right? But somebody could be saying that to you right now. Your spirit guides could be looking at you in this way. We tried to tell you. You could see it. Maybe you didn't believe it. Maybe you didn't heed the warning. This is all in the past energy, though. I felt like you could see something. Queen of Swords is truth seeker. Often she, as a character, she already knows the truth. She just wants to know if you know it. Do you know the truth? Prove it. Prove it to me. What is the clarifier for the Nine of Cups in reverse and the Queen of Swords? Thank you, Spirit. Ten of Cups. Really pushing. I think this energy, see 9 to the 10. 10 of Cups is bliss, fulfillment, wish fulfillment. It's just everything. Happiness, joy. Very high vibrational. I think you are becoming more clear. I think this was a case of, I know what I don't want. And it's becoming more clear to me. Spirit just said, what matters most? When I said that, there was this kind of caveat. I understand now what matters most. I don't think I understood that before, was the caveat. I didn't understand that before, but I understand now what's important. At the end of the day, to my core, I understand now what I value, what matters most. I feel as though there's this melancholy to it. You can see her face. It's being resigned to the fact that we had to go through something to learn this lesson. In the present energy, number 21, the World card. And now we're bringing some old chapter to a close, starting a new chapter. You can see the Ouroboros here, the snake kind of eating itself. And we understand that there's this revitalization, this rebirth, right? This rebirth, we can see more clearly. It's also kind of like an hourglass, this sense that you have a different relationship with time. That you, Spirit just said, you don't take things for granted. I don't want to think that you took things for granted before, but you know yourself. You can see here, you see the baby is like, the arm is kind of hiding the eyes. I think this is so strange, something with the eyes. Closed, closed. This one is closed. Spirit said the eyes are the window to the soul, which is cliche, but kind of true. Because now Spirit showed me, you know, when you look into somebody's eyes, you can tell if their eyes are kind of dead. You can tell if there's no vitality behind them. You can also know when someone is being really truthful when they look into your eyes. It's pretty intense. I don't consistently look at the camera, but now that I am, and I'm consistently looking towards you, how do you feel, right? You can feel, maybe you like it, maybe it's intimidating. Maybe you feel like there's an intimacy. The eyes say a lot. There's something to it. Maybe you looked at something one last time before you let it go. But I do see there's some healing here. Number 17, the star. This is wish fulfillment and healing. And it's the major arcana version of the Nine of Cups in the minor arcana, right? So the theme continues of what is it that we are longing for, that we seek, that we desire more than anything. And how is it wrapped up in healing our wounds, healing our traumas? You're discovering that. King of Cups in the reverse. This is Scorpio energy, another court card. Really, really big energies here, the King of Cups. King of Cups is somebody who is like a very loving person, compassionate, but they don't wear everything on their sleeve. They don't show you all their cards. They keep it under wraps, but you can feel it in their energy. You can feel how loving they are. You can feel that they really care, right? But when the card is in the reverse, it's kind of like in its debilitated state. It's like saying there's a certain amount of immaturity wrapped up with whoever this is. You could be dealing with a Scorpio or have Scorpio placements in your chart. There's somebody here who is not forthcoming. This is not your energy. Well, no, I don't feel like it's your energy. I feel like it's something you're closing out with somebody who just really, maybe they just haven't been there for you. Like they haven't, especially if you've been going through kind of a rough time now where there's this sense of you having to overcome a lot of obstacles. Maybe there's somebody in your life that, you know, you thought was going to be there for you and they just haven't been. And you're trying to reconcile that. Take it as it resonates. In the future potential, still some work to do, Virgo. Number 3 of the major arcana, the Empress. My favorite card in any tarot deck. The Empress is the power of all 4 queens. Taurus and Libra energy. She's abundant and fertile. She's really connected to nature. She's the master attractor. She has so much love and self-worth, confidence, that good things just come towards her. That's why it's my favorite card. It's what I seek to embody every single day. I don't get there all the time, but I seek to embody this energy. I seek to embody a self-confidence so that I can allow flow, the flow of abundance, right? This is what I wish for everybody. You got this card in reverse. It's clarified by another major arcana, number 1, the Magician. The Magician has the power of all 4 of the suits of the tarot. The swords, the cups, the pentacles, and the wands, right? Earth, air, fire, water, not in that same order. The sense that we can gather up all the resources at our disposal in whatever form they take, and we can make magic happen. We can manifest things that create our reality, as above, so below. You got these 2 cards in reverse in your future potential. There's still some work to do. I think a lot of it has to do with your self-confidence. This belief that you can. This determination that you can. That's what the Spirit is bringing this forth for a reason. This is kind of the most important takeaway, because it's the theme of the reading. Don't give up. Don't give up. You're almost there to this place where you understand the secrets of the matrix, as it were. Can I have a clarifier for the Empress and the Magician? 7 of Pentacles. Yeah. Really questioning right now what it is that we're investing in. Is it worth it? Right? She's baking bread. I like to bake, but I very rarely bake bread because I don't understand yeast and how it works, and it kind of scares me. But baking bread is an art form. It's also a science. It's chemistry. There's a lot involved. There's a lot of waiting time and a lot of proofing and all that jazz. Sometimes you gotta wonder, is all that effort worth it? That's what the 7 of Pentacles is about. You got this card in reverse. Kind of telling me that you're looking at things that are not worth the investment and you're putting an end to them. You're no longer giving it your energy. You don't have the energy to give extra, right? We're working through a lot of healing here. It's important to focus on that and not spread ourselves too thin. Word of advice from Spirit, Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is a person of action. All the knights are people of action. With the Cups energy, it's all about love. It's all about empathy and compassion, friendship and family. When the Knight of Cups comes in, it's somebody that's offering something to you, right? So while you may have this person back here, King of Cups, that kind of lets you down, Spirit is saying there are other people in your midst that want to help. See how this character, he's kind of hoisting the sails so that the ship can move in a certain direction. He's a person of action. There's somebody in your life that is going to exhibit to you, 1, that they're there for you, but 2, that they're there to help you by doing. It's important that somebody's going to help you by doing. Maybe this person is someone you're going to express yourself authentically to. It's so important to be authentic. Maybe a little vulnerable. Allow others to help you. And recognize it as a blessing. That's your reading, Virgo. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Virgo.